Hi everyone, Heike here, and you are watching, you guessed it, Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. Case in point, I have a cup of Stone Cold coffee with me. Cheers. I actually made this cup of coffee, I think 4 hours ago. It's still not gone. Today I have another unboxing, and it is once again, and I can see eye rolling and I can hear gasps of, oh god, no, not again, an unboxing for Diamond Art Club. So this is my, officially this is my May 7th order. You probably won't be surprised if I tell you that I am Diamond level VIP on Diamond Art Club's webpage, so I got early access. I ordered these paintings on May 4th when I got the early access. They shipped officially on May 7th, and then DHL botched it up big time, which is why they didn't arrive until today, which is May 22nd. But believe me, we European peeps, we have learned to be patient when it comes to mail from pretty much everywhere but Europe. So, still happy. I have ordered 3 paintings. Initially, I only wanted to order 2, but the 20% off coupon for Easter, I think it was, actually still worked. And that meant by ordering 2, which way you put it, I got the 3rd painting for free, or I got free shipping. You can choose what you like better. One of the 2 is true. So I ordered 3 paintings in the end. They are all Mandy Manzano, fair warning. And yeah, let's get into them. And I think we are going to start with this one. This is probably the one you have seen the most so far, because this was the most anticipated, I think, from this release. And it's All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's a 52 by 73 round with AB diamonds, and it is priced at $52.95 USD. I don't have a dog. I never had a dog. But my boyfriend grew up with dogs, and I loved the dog he had when we met. That dog sadly died about 5.5 years after we came together, I think. Yeah, and that was a very sad event. So basically I had an adopted dog, which I sometimes took care of and walked in my lunch break, because I used to work right next to where my parents-in-law live. And yeah, that was always a good thing. So, toolkit. You already know the toolkit. I'm not going to go into detail. We have 2 pieces of wax, a grippy, the pen. There's the 3-placer in there somewhere. There's this translucent boat, and yep, a few baggies. The usual. And then we have a canvas and a bunch of drills. So, I hope you are doing well today. I've been doing a lot of traveling in the last few days, and finally I am now home until next week Tuesday. No more traveling for work until then. I'm so tired. I'm not a travel person, so this is always very hard for me. So, let's do the thing you don't actually have to do. Oh. Inventory. And it's one of the crooked ones. I've seen these on other videos where they are not cut perfectly. Oh, that's okay. No problem with that. The 9 steps of diamond painting. And let's do what you actually don't have to do if you do this at home, but I do it because it makes the unboxings and videos easier. I roll the canvas back. As always, it is fine if you just leave it out for about half an hour and it will flatten out. So, let's look at her from the top. So, you probably know the movie, and this is a painting Mandy drew when she lost her puppy dog. I think she lost him, I think it was him, shortly before Christmas, which is double sad, I have to say. And I think this turned out absolutely stunning. When I saw this, I think I went back on her Instagram to check the post of the original artwork. I actually left her a comment telling her how much I love this painting, and I pitched a whole idea for another painting which is not just centered around dogs, but more centered around the poem of the Rainbow Bridge. I don't expect her to make this painting one day, but I can't draw for the life of me, so I thought, let's pitch it to her. Maybe she finds it interesting and one of these days you're actually seeing your idea in a painting, because I think this would look absolutely stunning in her stained glass style. But like I said, not expecting it. I just needed to get it off my chest. So, as you can see, it's this wonderful angel and this little puppy dog, and there's this little kitty. Yeah, I know, no video without you. Actually, I think there are a couple, but I don't know if she knows this. This little puppy dog on his way to heaven. It's sad and it's beautiful at the same time. So let's move this up a little so you can see the rest of her dress and the clouds. This painting has 31 colors, and I see one AB color, and I think this is either white or light pink, but I think it's white. Let's check the trills. Yep, can see them already. Maybe you can too. This bag of white. But I think it doesn't sparkle on camera like it does for me here in the artificial light. Oh, one extra baggie of blue, not in the strip. And then we have... This is always wrapped so nicely together. This is probably 3 strips of drills. And I'm never going to be able to recreate that. So let's see, maybe we can see the AB drills without me pulling them out of here. I think it's hard to see, but you can see a little bit of the coating. If you've never worked with these and see them in person for the first time, they are stunning. They are just so much more sparkly than the regular drills, and they are already very sparkly. So that's also the reason why there's usually not too much of them in a painting, because there is such a thing as too much sparkle. It distracts you from pretty much everything, so it's good that they are only accents. And they are actually around here, the top of the clouds. Oh, I'm sad you can't see Lola right now. She's trying to topple over my computer, but she's also doing very cute things. There's more of them here. Basically on all the clouds here on the highlights. Here. And then up here are a few. You can't see that, so pull that down. Up here in these circles are a few, not too many. There actually aren't any in the angel as such, I think. No, don't see any. Also not in her dress. So it's basically the clouds and these little circles up there. This is going to be very, very pretty. And I just dropped the extra bag of drills. Oh, let's bring that up again. I think they actually do this when you have, like, this is a painting with 31 colors, and I think they are 10 colors per strip. And if you just have a few extra, they put in the extra bags instead of trying to do a new strip. Just a theory. So, first painting, gorgeous. I really love it. put her away for the moment. Second painting, and this was actually totally unplanned, but I saw it and I wanted it. And that's Undersea Dreaming, which is again round with AB. It is a 47 by 78 and it is priced at $54.95 and it's very clearly Ariel. A lot of people say Ariel is their favorite Disney movie. I have to say, I think I've only saw it once ever and it never was my favorite. I don't know why. I guess we just never clicked. But I like mermaids, and especially red-headed mermaids, which is probably because of Ariel. Because I think since that movie came out, pretty much every mermaid is a redhead. At least the protagonist mermaid. Hey, princess. A minute of silence, guys. The cat just dropped dead. Hi. Oh, found the trigger. Yeah, cats have them too, not just dogs. So let's have a look at the canvas. See if there is... Nope. So this is one of the paintings. I've seen that on other channels recently. This is one of the paintings, of the new paintings that actually didn't come with the inventory strip. So don't ask me, I don't know how they decide which paintings get them and which don't. I have no idea. But I hope in future restockings they are going to add them, because I think they are super handy. And nice to have, especially for these big paintings. It's always nice to have, not just if you use them to kit up. I also thought it would be a good thing. Oh god, Ninja Cat is coming. It would be a good thing to actually use them laminated in case you're working on a section. And I mean, you have both of these legends now, but it's still sometimes a bit awkward to try to look at the legend at the side, so it would be good to have that one as well. And believe it or not, when I bought this, I didn't actually notice how much purple is in this. I love it. So, starting up here, I think she has the most gorgeous face. Faces with these stained glass paintings can be an issue. Diamond Art Club already makes them pretty big, but still these are very bold lines because of the stained glass look, and faces can really be difficult, but I think this one nailed it. I'm totally looking forward to all the greens. I recently spoke with Rachel about the fact that I needed to get the Princess and the Frog because of all the greens, because I've never had a painting that had green as a dominant color. And it's usually not my favorite color, but I like it. It's not on my list either. So I'm really looking forward to do some greens. The latest release also has a painting that has a lot of green. I think it's called Enchanted, another Mandy Manzano piece. Also very pretty. Didn't get it. Surprise, surprise. Now I know what I forgot. I didn't show you the drill field on the other one. Let's do it here. So, as always, super clear drill field. If you're not new to Diamond Art Club, you know that. Super clear symbols, easy to read because they use contrasting colors. That makes the canvas look a bit weird, but it actually helps a lot when you're actually doing the diamond painting. So yeah, I'm all for it. As long as it's not so psychedelic that I can't recognize anything, I'm fine. So we have 39 colors in this one. Wow. And if I look at the legend, we have two AB colors in this one. Once again white, and I think the 126 might actually be, could be a purple. That would be awesome. So let's look into this. We have once again one extra bag, one giant extra bag of 310. But there is more 310 in it in this, I'm pretty sure. Yep, one more bag. So let's look at the drills. So this is the white, once again, the white AB. And what is the other AB color? Maybe if I can find it on the canvas, that would make it easier to find in here. One, it is in the purple. Huh. Oh. I guess I have to pull them apart, not finding them. Okay. Let's have a look at the colors. 155, 340. There's the white once more. Ah, here! Purple. Pretty. I've never had this AB color. Very, very pretty. So, unsurprisingly, a lot of greens, a lot of purples, reds for her hair, blues, because this is still the ocean, even if it's a very purple ocean. And of course, as always with Mendy Manzano paintings, talking hard today, a lot of black and very, very, very dark blue. Amazing. Glue, I don't know if you're interested in this, but the glue from Diamond Art Club is fantastic. It's a port glue, so you shouldn't have any issues with bubbles and stuff like that, because that usually doesn't happen with a port glue. But what you see here, these wrinkles, are all in the clear cover. And they might leave impressions in the glue, but those straighten or flatten out if you take the time to take the clear cover off and put it back down. Like I showed in my last video, you can use a ruler for that. And it will help you to put the cover down without any creases and bubbles, and at least the Diamond Art Club cover. I will admit I think I first invented this method when I dealt with the horrible clear cover that is New Frog. I think it was then, because that thing wouldn't stay down no matter what. I got it down pretty flat, but not perfect. Perfect, you need something like this, which isn't as crinkly and thin as the one you get from some companies. So, but it still improves the way the cover lies down immensely. So, since I had to put these apart, I will pack them back up later. Give you one more look of her and her face, and I think this one is absolutely stunning. And last but not least, I got Hello Beastie. Hello Beastie is right now a 47 by 63. It's also around AB, and I say right now because if you want this painting in this size, get it now. Once it's sold out, it's not coming back in this size. They are going to redo it and bring it back in a bigger size. And right now it is, for that reason, priced at $29.95. So this is a steal deal, really. As you will see in a moment. This is one of my favorite Mandy Manzano paintings based on a Disney movie. You have probably already guessed, this is Maleficent. And Hello Beastie is something she calls the little girl in the movie. I'm sorry, I am not very well versed in the American names of the princesses. I don't know if she's Aurora, I can't remember, because she has a completely different name in Germany. So, same toolkit as always, not going to get into it, you know it, you've seen it. Canvas. So, and Kitty, of course Kitty. So Diamond Art Club decided upon seeing the finished canvas that they didn't like how the faces came out in this painting. And I will admit the faces are not super pretty, but they are also not incredibly horrible. Which is the reason why I got this painting in this size instead of waiting for the recharted version whenever it's going to come out. Quite honestly, I will probably get the bigger version too, just to see the difference. And oh, this is very interesting. This cover is not put down very well. It reminds me a little bit of my, was it Kian Sehui? Where they put the cover down in a way that it looked like it created puckers. So, as you can see, that's her face. It's not gorgeous. You don't recognize Angelina Jolie in this in any way or form. But I think it's still very good. And I'm surprised how much detail you can actually still see in this size in this painting. But this is a very, very, very detailed painting from Mandy. And I always thought if you wanted to do this right, you probably had to go super big on this. That being said, Diamond Art Club does a fab job of charting these paintings. They are hand charted, and you notice. I don't know if you've recently seen Miss Crochet and Coffee did a test for Diamond Art Club. They wanted to test custom paintings, if people actually noticed the difference, and what they would be willing to pay, I guess, because even the customs will be hand charted. I was a bit surprised that so few recognized the hand charted picture, because it was actually pretty clear to me from the get-go that the one that looked a little more, I guess, comic-y was the hand charted one, because someone took a lot of care to put the details in her kids' clothing and to make sure that the lines were defined, even if you can imagine this was the painting and the kids took up maybe this much of it. So it was more a shot of landscape and sky with very tiny little letters in there. So there wasn't much to work with, and they managed it so that you could really recognize the kids. You could see where the clothing had shadows and everything, and you could not see it as well in the computer charted one, because the computer just, yeah, it doesn't think. So it was still okay, the computer charted one, but I was a bit surprised how few people recognized the uncharted, to be honest. But anyway, they put a lot of work in here, and so they make smaller paintings actually work where you think they wouldn't. I mean, of course, you still, I guess if you don't know that this is a little fairy, I don't know if you would recognize her. And there are a few more of them in here. This is another little fairy, and I don't think you can actually tell. So I'm looking forward to the bigger one, and I'm going to get the bigger one, and I'm really excited to see what the finished smaller and the finished bigger will look right next to each other. And I'm so happy that Diamond Art Club took this painting into their catalog, because at one point I bought the print of this painting and I posted it on my Instagram, and I actually asked Diamond Art Club if they could consider making this part of their portfolio. They didn't reply, but I don't know, maybe they saw it and thought, why not? I like to think sometimes this is possible. But anyway, let's stop talking. This one has 42 colors, dear me. And it has one AB color, and I think this one actually has green AB. Yes, it does. So, second premiere of the day, because green is also an AB color. I haven't had it from Diamond Art Club yet. I had it from Mian. If you remember my hydrangea painting, this is, pretty sure this is this green as well. It's a very juicy, leafy green. Super pretty. I like it. And what is it? Symbol 1. It goes up here in the trees. Up here, maybe I should show you the trees. So it goes up here in the trees. It's in here, a couple of them. And there you have a kitty footsie. More of it here. And here. So all the way through, from the top to the bottom. Never a whole lot, just accents, and that's perfect. Just perfect. So yeah. What do you think of this? I think it's actually fine. I mean, and it's an absolute steal deal at $30. So if you always wanted to try but thought they are too expensive, and if you're in the US especially, I think this is a pretty good deal. If I were you, I would get it. Of course, if you like the style and if you like Maleficent, but that's a lot of what ifs. So you have to decide. Maybe if you're interested, I can show you. I'm going to reposition the cover because I don't like these bubbled areas, these puckered areas. So we're going to put that down. And I'm actually going to pull out the big guns. As you can see, this is my big ruler. And let's pull this back. Pull this back about halfway. So. Okay. So get that under there. And then I just slide. In an ideal world, this will take all the bubbles out of the cover. So, is this down? Yes, this is down. All down. No more air bubbles under the plastic. Turn this around. And do it again because we have more of these bubbles and we have a big... I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but if you look at the bag, it looks like we have a pucker. We don't. It's actually just the cover that is not in contact with the glue here. And I'm going to put the paintings back into their original boxes until I actually do them. But I still don't want anything to get under the cover and onto the glue if I can avoid that. That is why the clear cover is not very well loved. It's fighting you. Although the one from Diamond Art Club usually doesn't, so... First time for everything. for good measure. And now it's perfectly smooth. I've seen a few people who really have an issue with when this isn't smooth, so I recommend big ruler. It's perfectly smooth. Not a single wrinkle in there. You can still see through the cover in the glue where the folds have been, but they will straighten out. Next time you pull this cover back, it will be absolutely smooth and nothing in it. So yeah. That's it, guys. That's my Diamond Art Club unboxing. As I said, I have actually not ordered from the latest release. There's a reason for that, and I will get into that when I unbox my next painting from them, which is on the way. Because the last release, except for one painting, was all square, and there is something with the square drills going on right now, which has been mostly solved, but you know, these things come from China and it doesn't solve themselves. So, anyway guys, that's it. The co-producer and I say goodbye for today. I hope you enjoyed this, even if it was once again Diamond Art Club. Quite frankly, I love them. I will keep buying them and I will keep unboxing them. Alright guys, if you like this, give us a thumbs up. Maybe consider leaving a comment or subscribing to our channel. We would love that. And until next time, the next one will be a good one as well, because Diamond Shop is in the house. Bye guys!